Hey everyone, we're going to talk about the count on and count back strategy in adding and subtracting today. So normally I would have my students with manipulatives, so items like counters or beads or anything that they can count to practice this with 10 frames as well. But here I'm going to just use pictures and a number line eventually. All right, so I have 3 plus 7, and I have the answer up here. It's 10 because I have 7 here. And when I do the count on, I'm always starting with the larger number. So I have 7 here, and I'm counting on 3 more. 8, 9, 10. So that's how I got 10. On a number line, it will look a little bit different. I'm still going to start with the largest number, so that's 7. But it's so important to keep in mind that 7 is not one of what you count. So you're not saying 1, 2, 3. It's the space between numbers that you're actually counting. So it's like if you're playing a board game. You're here, but you have to move 3 more spots. So 1, 2, 3. And each one you moved 1 spot. And your answer will be 10. So I'm going to now show you another question that you could use the count on strategy for. However, it's not efficient at all. So if I had a question such as 8 plus 8, I could definitely count on that, but it's going to take a long time and I'm going to need something to count on with. I couldn't do that in my head. I couldn't track that many numbers. So the questions that are actually best to count on or even count back with are if you're adding a 0, adding a 1, adding a 2, adding a 3. You can count on and count back that amount in your head, and you won't need to track it on your fingers or anything. All right. So now I'm going to show you 2 questions, and I want you to tell me which one you would use count on for, or which one you would use count back for. So if I have 5 plus 2 equals something, and I had 10 plus 9 equals something, which one of these would you use count on for? Well, I'm able to count on 2 in my head, so I'm using it for this one. I can figure this one out in my head, but I'm not using count on for that. All right, which one would you use count back for? If I had 11 subtract 3, or 13 subtract 8. Well, again, the one I'm going to use count back for is this one. I can count back 3 spots in my head. I can't count back 8 spots in my head. I would need something to help me with that. And it's okay to use tools, but there's other strategies that are better for this one. For example, if you take a look at my bridge to 10 strategies, much better strategy for this subtraction question. All right, so now I'm going to actually show you counting back with a number line. So if your question is 12 subtract 3, I'm going to start at 12 over here, and I'm going to go back 3 spots. Remember, this is not your first spot. It's your jump. 1, that takes you to 11, and you subtracted 1. You do another one, because that's only 2 of them, 10. And your last jump will take you to 9. And these are all subtract 1s. So your answer is 9. All right, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And stay safe, everyone.